Have you ever gazed at the night sky and pondered the vastness of the universe? The twinkling stars, the distant galaxies all seem to whisper secrets of existence, urging us to question our place in this grand cosmos. Have you questioned the meaning of life or the nature of good and evil? These are not just idle musings, but profound inquiries that have shaped human thought for millennia. If so, you've already stepped into the realm of philosophy. This ancient discipline invites us to explore the depths of our minds and the world around us. Philosophy, at its core, is the love of wisdom. It is a quest for understanding that transcends time and culture. It's a journey of exploration into the fundamental questions that have captivated thinkers for centuries. From Socrates to Nietzsche, philosophers have sought to unravel the mysteries of existence. Philosophy isn't about memorizing dusty doctrines. It's a living, breathing practice that evolves with each new generation of thinkers. It's about engaging in rigorous critical thinking, challenging assumptions, and seeking deeper understanding. It's a dynamic process that encourages us to question everything we take for granted, from the nature of reality to the foundations of knowledge. Philosophy asks us to look beyond the surface and delve into the essence of things. From the principles of ethics to the workings of the human mind, it challenges us to consider the moral implications of our actions and the nature of our consciousness. Philosophy delves into the heart of these profound inquiries. Why do we suffer? What is the nature of happiness? These questions touch the core of our human experience. What is the right thing to do? How do we determine what is just and fair in a complex world? Is there free will, or are our actions predetermined? This age-old debate continues to intrigue and perplex us. These questions might not have easy answers, but the process of grappling with them expands our intellectual horizons and enriches our lives. It fosters a deeper appreciation for the complexity and beauty of the human condition. Philosophy invites us to think critically, question our beliefs, and engage in meaningful dialogue about the world around us. It encourages a spirit of inquiry and open-mindedness. This essay will serve as your guide through the fascinating landscape of philosophy. Together we will embark on a journey of discovery and reflection. We'll explore its main branches, from metaphysics to ethics, from epistemology to aesthetics. We'll delve into some of its most intriguing questions, examining the thoughts of great philosophers and the impact of their ideas on our world, and discover how philosophical inquiry can illuminate our understanding of ourselves and the world we inhabit. Through this exploration, we hope to inspire a lifelong love of wisdom and a deeper connection to the mysteries of life. Imagine philosophy as a grand old tree, standing tall and majestic in a serene landscape, its branches reaching out in all directions. Its roots reach deep into the earth, drawing nourishment from the fundamental questions of human existence. These roots symbolize the foundational inquiries that have been pondered for centuries. The trunk represents the core principles of critical thinking and logical analysis that support all philosophical inquiry. It is the sturdy backbone that holds the tree upright, much like how logical reasoning supports our quest for understanding. Branching out from this central trunk are distinct but interconnected areas of study, each addressing a particular aspect of human experience and knowledge. These branches symbolize the diverse fields within philosophy, each exploring different dimensions of our existence. Metaphysics, often called the first philosophy, grapples with the nature of reality itself. It delves into questions that are fundamental to our understanding of the world. What exists, and what is the nature of that existence? These questions challenge us to think deeply about the very fabric of reality. Epistemology, the theory of knowledge, investigates the limits and sources of our understanding. It seeks to uncover how we come to know what we know. How do we know what we know, and is genuine knowledge even attainable? These inquiries push us to examine the reliability and scope of our knowledge. Ethics, the study of morality, delves into questions of right and wrong, good and evil. It provides a framework for evaluating our actions and decisions. What principles should guide our actions, and how do we live a virtuous life? These questions are central to our understanding of moral conduct and ethical living. Logic, the study of reasoning, provides the tools for constructing sound arguments and evaluating claims. It is the discipline that helps us distinguish between valid and invalid reasoning. How can we distinguish between valid and invalid reasoning? This field equips us with the skills to analyze and assess arguments critically. Aesthetics explores the nature of beauty, art, and our aesthetic judgments. It examines what makes something beautiful and how art influences our emotions and perceptions. What makes something beautiful, and how does art impact our emotions and understanding? These questions invite us to reflect on the role of beauty and art in our lives. Political philosophy examines the justification for political authority, the nature of justice, and the best forms of government. It explores the relationship between individuals and the state. What is the relationship between the individual and the state? This field seeks to understand the principles that should govern our political institutions and practices. Finally, the philosophy of mind investigates the nature of consciousness, thought, and the relationship between the mind and the body. It delves into the mysteries of our mental processes. Are the mind and brain one and the same, or are they distinct entities? This question challenges us to explore the connection between our physical brain and our conscious experience. These branches represent just a few of the many paths of inquiry within the vast and ever-evolving field of philosophy. Each path offers unique insights and perspectives, contributing to our collective understanding of the world and our place within it. At the heart of metaphysics lies a seemingly simple yet profoundly perplexing question. What is the fundamental nature of reality? This branch of philosophy grapples with the essence of existence, exploring the relationship between mind and matter, being and non-being, and the nature of time and space. One classic metaphysical debate centers around the concept of universals. Consider the concept of redness. Is there a single universal property of redness that exists independently of all red objects, as Plato believed? This view, known as Platonism, suggests that universals exist in a separate realm of forms of which our physical world is but a pale reflection. On the other hand, nominalists such as William of Ockham argue that universals are merely names we give to particular things that share similar characteristics. There is no independent redness, only individual red objects. This perspective, known as nominalism, grounds reality firmly in the realm of particulars rather than abstract universals. The debate between Platonism and nominalism has profound implications for our understanding of language, knowledge, and the nature of reality itself. It highlights the challenges of grappling with abstract concepts and the different ways we can interpret the world around us. Epistemology, the theory of knowledge, embarks on a quest to answer fundamental questions about the nature and limits of human understanding. This journey is as old as human curiosity itself, stretching back to the earliest thinkers who pondered the mysteries of existence. How do we acquire knowledge? Is it through our senses, our reason, or perhaps a combination of both? These questions have intrigued philosophers for centuries. What are the sources of our beliefs? Are they derived from our direct experiences, or do they come from deeper, more abstract reasoning processes? And how can we distinguish between true belief and genuine knowledge? This distinction is crucial as it affects how we perceive and interact with the world around us. One central debate in epistemology revolves around the roles of experience and reason in the formation of knowledge. This debate has shaped the course of philosophical inquiry for generations. Empiricists such as John Locke and David Hume argue that all knowledge originates from sensory experience. They believe that our minds start as blank slates or tabula rasa, and it is through our interactions with the world that we gain knowledge. We are born as blank slates, and it is through our interactions with the world that our minds are furnished with ideas. Every sight, sound, and touch contributes to our understanding. Rationalists like René Descartes and Gottfried Leibniz contend that reason, not experience, is the primary source of knowledge. They argue that certain truths are innate and can be known independently of sensory experience. They believe that certain truths, such as mathematical principles or logical axioms, can be known innately, independent of sensory experience. These truths are seen as self-evident and do not require empirical evidence to be validated. Skeptics such as Pyrrho of Elis and Sextus Empiricus raise doubts about the possibility of attaining certain knowledge. They question whether our senses and reason can ever provide us with definitive answers. They challenge the reliability of our senses and the capacity of reason to provide us with definitive answers about the world. For skeptics, the quest for knowledge is fraught with uncertainty and doubt. The ongoing dialogue between empiricists, rationalists, and skeptics underscores the complexity of the human quest for knowledge. This dialogue is not just a historical curiosity, but continues to influence contemporary thought and scientific inquiry. It highlights the challenges of reconciling the role of our senses with the power of reason in shaping our understanding of the world. As we continue to explore these questions, we are reminded of the profound and enduring nature of our quest for knowledge. Ethics, the branch of philosophy concerned with morality, delves into the questions of right and wrong, good and evil, and the principles that should guide our actions. It provides frameworks for understanding moral dilemmas, evaluating ethical theories, and living a virtuous life. One prominent ethical theory is utilitarianism, championed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. Utilitarians believe that the morally right action is the one that produces the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. They focus on the consequences of actions, aiming to maximize pleasure and minimize pain. In contrast, deontology, advocated by Immanuel Kant, emphasizes the inherent rightness or wrongness of actions, regardless of their consequences. Kant's categorical imperative states that we should act only according to rules that we could universalize without contradiction. Virtue ethics, inspired by Aristotle, focuses on cultivating virtuous character traits such as honesty, courage, and compassion. Virtue ethicists believe that by developing these virtues, we are more likely to make ethical decisions and live fulfilling lives. These three ethical perspectives offer different lenses through which we can examine moral issues. They highlight the complex interplay between consequences, duties, and character in shaping our understanding of right